Welcome to today's episode. So, I'm particularly excited about today's episode because we're talking about No Time to Die, James Bond. Now, it's a typical spy movie, but okay, so um this particular one is about, James Bond trying to enjoy his retirement. He's retired and he's spending time with his fiancee. That's Madeline from Spectra. Although I'm going to advise that if you're going to see this movie, you need to watch Spectra again so you can, have a full picture of, what the movie is going to be about. So they were having this blissful and, a good time, and until an assault happened, and the assault broke them apart because James actually thought it was Madeline that betrayed him and told Spectra, is this evil organization, and told Spectra where they were and everything because she has ties with Spectra. And 5 years later, they have to reunite. They had to reunite to try and find a bioweapon that had been stolen, which was created by the M16. And they had to come back together. And this particular movie spoke more about how Bond is outside of his spy and his good guy element and everything like that. So he was in love. He was human like the rest of us. So they were trying to come together to stop this bad guy because the bioweapon apparently targets DNA and wipes out every single person it's targeted against. So, and it's then Rami Malek was the bad guy. He was the guy that stole the bioweapon. And the very first scene, they told us how this guy is related to is attached to the whole thing. If you've seen Spectra, you'd know that Madeline's dad was an assassin for the agency. So this guy Rami was actually one of the people that this guy Madeline's dad had killed. His family, poisoned the entire family. So this is him trying to get back and everything. And what I would say about this movie is, because it's like the movie is like 2 hours, how many minutes, almost 3 hours. In fact, at some point I told myself, I said I'm going to pick up a British accent by the time I finish this movie. But the good thing is, it's not a bad long movie. I'm actually one of those people that never I don't care for movies that are longer than 1 hour 30 minutes. But this one, I couldn't even tell the time I'd gone until I checked. I was like, okay, it's the longest movie, but I'm enjoying it. And irrespective of the fact that it was long and everything, it was so good. He focused on his life, and we found out he had a child with Madeline, and he died. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't think I was going to feel a certain way or type of way. Well, I'm not proud to say it, but I cried. I mean, after all this thing, can't this is the only, this Daniel Craig is the only Bond I can say has suffered the most. I mean, can't this guy just have like a piece of happiness? He died at the end, and it was a really sad one. And I think it's a good last episode for the old Bond franchise and everything. They did it. They ended the whole thing with a bang, and I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend you see this movie. But then again, I would say you have to see Spectra, and then after Spectra, see Casino Royale, and see what this movie, because before I saw this movie, I had to see Spectra again. I just didn't want anybody to start explaining to me. Once I knew that the girl was going to be there, I was like, okay, let me go and see who is this girl and how is she attached to the whole thing. And trust me, it's a really, really good one. Daniel Craig outdid himself. I mean, it took me forever to get used to the fact that Daniel Craig is the new James Bond. On a normal day, we are used to all this. I can say we are used to a certain look. Look at Sean Connery, look at Pierce Brosnan. They have this look that can be like, okay, this guy can be this guy. But Daniel Craig is like off the record. Is he even blonde? I don't even know. Is that even blonde? I don't know. It just does not look like the typical, Bond that we know. But he killed it. I mean, he really, really killed it. And this movie is worth watching. You need to take your time. You need to listen. And I don't think I've ever seen any movie that they threw all the information in the world on us. There were a lot of information coming left, right, and center and all that. But then again, it was really, really enjoyable. A lot of information, but it was cool. I'll definitely recommend you see this movie. Let me not spoil it too much. I spoiled it a little, but not too much. So, how about you? Tell me what you feel about the movie. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you next time. Bye.